Are you sick of starting over and over again? Tired of all the what-ifs holding you back? I've been there. I know that feeling of hitting rock bottom and wondering why I can't catch a break, but I have news for you. The secret to stopping that cycle is simpler than you think. It just takes one tiny tweak to rewrite your entire story. In today's video, I'm spilling the beans on the exact thing that saved me. It's not some miracle cure, but a simple mindset shift that changed everything. I'm going to show you how to use CBT techniques to stop doubting yourself, take control of your emotions, and finally crush those goals you've been eyeing. No more playing small or settling for less. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to break any negative cycle and become the badass you were meant to be. You ready for this? Let's dive in. Picture this. You're scrolling through TikTok feeling like you're the only one struggling to nail that viral life hack. Then, bam, you see it. A video that resonates with you so deeply you feel seen. It's like the universe whispered, "Girl, I got you." With each view, like, and comment, you feel a sense of community, knowing that you're not alone in this crazy journey called life. Now imagine taking that feeling and amplifying it. That's the impact I want to have with my videos. I'm here to help you navigate the ups and downs of life with humor and honesty. Now, let's get back to the topic at hand. You know when life feels like a never-ending roller coaster of emotions, but in a bad way. You're nodding along, thinking, same. You find yourself spiraling into negative thoughts and emotions. Maybe it's comparing yourself to others or feeling overwhelmed with tasks. We've all been there. But did you know there's a simple yet powerful tool that can help? Enter CBT, or cognitive behavioral therapy. It's like having a personal cheerleader for your brain. According to a survey by the American Psychological Association, 61% of Gen Z and millennials reported increased anxiety since the pandemic, while 40% admitted to feeling burned out most days. Feeling anxious, stressed, or stuck isn't abnormal, but it shouldn't be your new normal either. Life is too short for that. And trust me, I know all about feeling stuck. I remember this one time when I was going through a rough patch and things were not looking good. My confidence took a nosedive and I started second-guessing myself. Like, what if I wasn't cut out for this? Or what if I failed? Those thoughts became my new mantra, popping up everywhere I went. Suddenly, every little setback felt like a major disaster. I was caught in a vicious cycle of negativity, and it seemed like no matter what I did, I just couldn't catch a break. It was frustrating, self-defeating, and exhausting. But I knew I had to break free because I refused to let those doubts define me. That's when I stumbled upon CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. At first, it sounded like some weird psychology jargon, but after diving in, I realized it was exactly what I needed. CBT is all about understanding the connection between our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, and how they affect each other. Think of it as your brain's personal trainer helping you identify and change negative thought patterns that hold you back. According to a study by the National Institute for Health and Care Excellence, CBT is just as effective as medication for certain mental health conditions. That's some serious validation. So how does CBT work? Well, it's like peeling back the layers of an onion. But instead of tears, you're shedding light on your thoughts and emotions. One of the first steps is identifying your negative thought patterns. These are the automatic thoughts that pop up in your head when you're feeling down. They might sound something like, "I'm such a loser," or "everything's going wrong for me." Next, you dig deeper to figure out where these thoughts come from and how they make you feel. Do they leave you feeling anxious, depressed, or hopeless? By understanding the root cause and the emotions tied to them, you can start challenging their validity. Are these thoughts really true, or are they just your inner critic playing defense? For example, failing an exam doesn't make you a loser. It just means that particular subject didn't click this time. With this newfound awareness, you're ready to reframe your thoughts in a more positive and realistic light. Instead of focusing on the negative, you start looking for the silver linings and alternative explanations. Maybe that exam failure is a sign to explore other career options. That's where CBT really shines. It gives you the tools to break the cycle of negative thinking and replace it with a healthier, more balanced perspective. It's like breaking up with your inner critic and replacing them with a supportive friend. CBT encourages you to be your own therapist. Imagine having a mental toolkit that you can use anytime, anywhere. That's the beauty of it. It's empowering and it works. I'll let you in on a little secret. The one thought that changed everything for me was a simple yet profound shift in perspective. Instead of asking, what if I fail? I started asking myself, what if I don't? It sounds counterintuitive, but trust me, it was a game changer. When I switched my mindset from fear of failure to a belief in my own resilience, everything started falling into place. It's like unlocking a hidden strength within me that I never knew existed. This reframing process is a key component of CBT. By challenging and restructuring my negative thoughts, I was able to turn my failures into fuel for success. I stopped seeing setbacks as obstacles and started embracing them as opportunities for growth. It's all about finding the power within you to overcome challenges and bounce back even stronger than before. Here's a little trick I learned that helped me stay accountable to my new mindset. I started writing down my thoughts and feelings in a journal. This became my go-to whenever I felt off balance. In the world of CBT, it's known as a thought record. It's basically a structured way to track your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, and how they relate to each other. By recording my thoughts, I could easily identify the negative ones that popped up and challenge their validity. It's like having a personal coach that cheers you on when you're doing well and gives you a reality check when you're veering off course. So let's break down this powerful tool. First, we jot down the situation that triggered our negative thoughts. This helps us put things in context and understand the root cause of our emotional response. Next, we identify the thoughts that run through our heads. These are the automatic thoughts that pop up when we feel off balance. For example, I always mess things up, or everyone thinks I'm stupid. Then comes the feelings part. How do these thoughts make us feel? Do they trigger anxiety, anger, or sadness? Once we've identified our feelings, we move on to the behavior section. How do our thoughts and feelings affect our behavior? Do we start avoiding social situations or procrastinating on tasks? Finally, we ask ourselves, is there evidence to support or refute these thoughts? This helps us challenge the validity of our negative thoughts and look for alternative explanations. Remember, not every thought is a true reflection of reality. Sometimes our inner critic just wants to play sport. By using this thought record, I gained a clearer understanding of the patterns in my thinking. I could see which thoughts were holding me back and which ones were just plain wrong. For instance, I realized that saying I'm not good enough didn't make me magically improve. It just made me feel worse. So I challenged those thoughts and replaced them with more positive and realistic ones. It's like shedding layers of an onion, but instead of tears, I was shedding light on my negative thought patterns. And let me tell you, it was eye-opening. One of the most valuable tools I discovered through CBT is the power of the mirror pep talk. I know it sounds a bit odd, but trust me, it works wonders. Here's how it goes. Look yourself in the eyes and say kind and encouraging words as if you're talking to a close friend. It's like having your own personal cheerleader, except this time the cheerleader is you. This practice is like having your own personal hype man, always ready to lift you up when you need it the most. You're basically having a conversation with yourself, but this time you're choosing to be your own best friend. When I started using the mirror pep talk, I noticed a shift in my self-talk. Instead of constantly criticizing myself, I began offering words of encouragement and support. It's like having a mental reset button that I could use anytime I felt overwhelmed. This practice is rooted in the idea of self-compassion and positive self-talk. It's a simple yet effective way to challenge negative thoughts and build a stronger, more resilient mindset. Imagine approaching each day with the support and encouragement of your closest friend. That's what the mirror pep talk brings to the table. Let me share a personal experience that truly highlighted the impact of this practice. There was this one time when I was feeling super overwhelmed and my confidence was taking a nosedive. But instead of letting those negative feelings take over, I stopped, looked myself in the mirror, and started talking to myself like I would talk to a dear friend. I said things like, "You got this, you're awesome, and you can handle anything that comes your way." It sounds a bit silly, but in that moment, it helped me shift my perspective and regain my confidence. It was like having a mental reset button that brought me back to a place of empowerment. The best part about the mirror pep talk is that it's super easy to do. No matter where you are or what you're doing, you can take a few moments to connect with yourself and offer words of encouragement. So next time you're feeling down, try the mere pep talk and see how it makes you feel. In the heart of London's bustling West End, tucked away on a quiet side street, lies a quaint little cafe frequented by young creatives, business professionals, and anyone seeking a cozy escape from the city's chaos. Its large windows let in ample natural light, illuminating the warm wood paneling and plush armchairs scattered throughout. The air is filled with the aroma of freshly brewed coffee and the sweet scent of pastries from the in-house bakery. The clinking of ceramic mugs, soft murmurs of conversations, and the gentle hum of the cafe's vintage record player create a soothing ambience that invites relaxation and sparks creativity. On a corner table sits a young woman named Emma, a budding writer who's been a regular at the cafe for months. She's drawn to its tranquil atmosphere and the endless supply of caffeine that fuels her late-night writing sessions. As she sips her latte, her gaze drifts to a half-empty chair across from her, imagining it being occupied by her potential writing partner. She dreams of collaborating with someone who shares her passion for storytelling and can challenge her ideas in a supportive environment. Suddenly, the cafe door opens, letting in a gust of wind and a handsome young man. He scans the room, searching for an empty seat, and spots Emma, taking a seat opposite her. He smiles warmly and introduces himself as Alex, a graphic designer who also frequents the cafe. Emma and Alex begin discussing their shared love for the arts and their creative aspirations. They talk for hours, their conversation flowing effortlessly from one topic to another. As the day fades into evening, they realize they have much more in common than they initially thought. They exchange contact information, eager to continue their conversation outside the cafe's walls. After their first meeting, Emma and Alex decide to take their budding friendship to the next level. They meet up for coffee the following week and hit it off immediately. Over the next few weeks, they spend countless hours together, attending art exhibitions, exploring new parts of the city, and sharing their creative work. Their bond deepens, and they find themselves developing feelings for each other. One evening, while strolling through an art gallery, Alex tells Emma that he's developed feelings for her. Emma, who has harbored romantic feelings for him as well, reciprocates his affection, and they begin dating. Their relationship blossoms, and they quickly become one of the city's most fashionable young couples, always seen supporting each other at art events and cheering each other on in their respective careers. Months pass, and Emma and Alex's love for each other continues to grow. They move in together, and their combined creativity sparks innovative ideas in both their professional and personal lives. Their journey from chance encounter at a cozy cafe to becoming a thriving couple showcases the transformative power of human connection and the magic that can happen when two creative souls intertwine. Remember that feeling of staring at a blank canvas, unsure where to start? I've been there, but guess what? You're not alone. Trust me, every single person watching right now has felt that same uncertainty at some point. And that's what makes this video so special. We're in this together. If you're still with me, drop a "we got this" in the comments. Let's keep this party going. Check out the next video and unlock even more secrets to leveling up your life. See you there!